Hello, welcome to day 12 of Vlogmas. My name is Laura, otherwise known as the Lonely Knitter, and it is 6 a.m, which in our house we try not to see that often. We burn the candle at the other end, always go to bed at like 11. Well, actually we used to go to bed at 10 and it was so nice, but now we get so short to the evening because Ellie doesn't go to sleep sometimes until sometimes it's like 9. So we then stay up a bit, so we have a bit of time together. But she woke up about 5:30 and I managed to rock her back to sleep. Well, actually I didn't rock her back to sleep. Rocked her for a little while to calm her down because she was crying. Then laid her down and held her hand for a little while, and she went to sleep. So really don't want to get in the habit of doing. I want to be able to sleep her like we used to, but I don't know what sort of stage she's going through right now. It's awful. Can't seem to do it. Anyway, she went back to sleep, and then I couldn't sleep. So I thought that's fine. Maybe it's because I'm excited, because yesterday, obviously, if you've watched yesterday, you'll know already. But I put day 10 and day 11 yesterday into my advent mitts, which I think I'm going to call Show Us Your Minis. And these can be made with only 5 grams of 12 different colours, and I'm making this pair and then I'm making another pair which are going to be mismatching and have a stripe from every day of my advent calendar. But I thought I'd open day 12 with you now so that I can then wind it up and get started on finishing my first pair of these, because today I'm really hoping that I will have the time to finish up this first pair and then go through the pattern and make some changes. I made some changes already because I found an error in the pattern. I'm so glad I'm reknitting it from the pattern that I've written myself. But I also want to make some alterations to the thumb, because I was using the same rib that I use down here and that I use in the top, but I think that rib just isn't 100% the best for the thumb, so I'm going to alter that slightly. So it's too tight when I was wearing the practice one I made before. So I'm going to finish these off. Hopefully I'll get a good chunk of time. I've got a few Vlogmases to also catch up on, which I'm very excited about because I'm loving Vlogmas at the moment. And I'm finding new podcasters that are big names that got a lot of subscribers, but for some reason I don't know what rock I was under that I wasn't watching their podcast. So I always watch Crazy Sock Lady, Sandy by the Lakeside, Knitting Expat, there are some more Vlogmases that I'm watching that I've watched before, but I've added to that My Creative Daydream. I can't remember her name and it's gonna bug me, but it's like something like SCR1. I'll find that out and tell you later. Adelaide Cottage, Shauna Stitches. There's another one that I was watching not very long ago. So Sweet Violet as Jules. One of the ones I always watch, Stranded. I've been watching all of Stranded's Vlogmas from the start, and I'm going to make a list and maybe share them in the description box below at some point, because there's so many that I hadn't heard of that I am now watching that I'm so chuffed about, that if anyone saw this and then looked at those and was like, oh, and they're really good ones. So if you have any recommendations for other Vlogmases that you think are wonderful, leave them in the comments below and I'll check them out. Anyway, and another thing, I was just looking back at some of my stuff on YouTube through my iPad, and I've realised I've got comments on videos that I didn't know about. Maybe I haven't set up my notifications right for my phone, so I'm going to go back through my videos and reply to all these comments that I've been missing. I'm so sorry. I've been telling people to comment and then I don't even go and look at it. So I'm going to go back and do that as well. So today's day 12. I've even got scissors for the sticker. The neatest calendar opening so far because I don't want to be too loud. We live in a new build. Thin walls. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. Look at these greens. You know when yarn is so vibrant and you see so many amazing like jewelly colours in there. Oh, it's beautiful. So if you haven't watched before, my advent is from Family Tree Yarns. We did the swap that was organised through Kelly of Lay Family Yarn. And I was so lucky because it was a 5 gram mini swap that was swap your leftover sock yarn minis, and I swapped leftover sock yarn scraps 5 gram minis, but I got paired with Jane Family Tree Yarns and I got a beautiful advent calendar of all her hand dyed yarns, and she sent me 10 grams every day, so I am a very, very lucky girl. So this one's going to get wound up, and now I know this colour is going to be the last colour in my first set of 12 day stripe Cherish Your Minis fingerless bits. Yay! I'll see you guys later when the rest of the world is awake. What is it? It is a train. Oh, what's in here? This one's another bit of a cheat. This one, Mummy made this one though. This one is a heart, like we made for the wedding. Good job, baby. Daddy's coming to watch. We're on day 12. I can see number 12. Oh, is it a cake on a table? It's a cake. What is it, Elle?
Look at that.
What is it? Not sure. Thanks. I'll keep that one. Chocolate? Yeah. Okay, so please. Good job. Ooh, you lucky girl. You get it. Good job. And shut the door. Do you want it? Yeah. Ta. So we are back from gymnastics. We had a lovely time at gymnastics this morning and went to the post office, picked up a parcel that I thought was going to be my last yarn wishes granted parcel. It was not. I have had a notification, a customs notification, so should hopefully be here soon, but it might be from something else. I don't think it is though, but the package that we picked up was actually our thank you notes for our wedding. We've just been over to Lissa's house because she thought she'd left the hob on this morning after breakfast, but she hadn't, so it's okay. So Ellie is in her smart trike, she's wearing my sock head hat and we are just walking back home. They only live around the block from us, and I'm gonna go crazy cleaning and tidying. Not so much cleaning because our house doesn't need to clean, but we've got a massive stack of things on our dining table, and just in general our kitchen is full of clutter. So hopefully by the end of the afternoon I'll be able to show you a little video clip of our kitchen back to how I like it, with no clutter. we've got a lot of stuff from the wedding and other things just left in the room, so I'll sort that out this afternoon. Yay! Right, so I'm having a bit of a mare. Just had a explosion poo. Well, not really explosion, but Ellie likes to sort of wiggle around at the moment. She'd pulled her nappy so it had gone up the middle of her bum when she'd done a poo. Sorry if you don't like the poo talk, but basically it's making my day not a great day. Kitchen is about half done. I have things in the kitchen like this box, which was our wedding gift from Chris's parents, which is absolutely lovely. It's like a wedding keepsake box and it has our, it's personalised, it's got Mickey and Minnie on it, and it's got our names and happily ever after and our wedding date. So lovely. And this is sort of our wedding shelf. That's our guest book here, which is the book, the adventure book from Up. And then Chris bought me this for my wedding present, and this is what we were dropped off last night because, funnily enough, his brother and sisters also bought us one of these for our wedding present, but they've swapped it now for this one. And we bought this one in Disneyland Paris on our honeymoon, and that's my bouquet, and then this is our Disneyland Paris ornament that we bought when we were on our honeymoon for our Christmas tree, which Ellie knocked off the tree and the ear came off Mickey. I'm going to glue gum or probably just super glue that back on. I just haven't had a chance yet. But I'm thinking that box, I want it somewhere where it'll stay nice. I want it out. I don't want it, well, I don't know. But for now, because this all isn't permanent furniture, this is like our old spare room furniture when we had a sort of study in our old flat. And we moved here and we didn't have any furniture that fit the room. So, because our old place, our flat was a living and dining room, so we had a big dining table in our living diner. So yeah, that's all. She just named all the characters I'm being. So I'm thinking this up here is all my stash. It's not all my stash, gosh, my stash takes up half the upstairs of this house, but this is most of my hand dyed stash, and a few balls of commercial yarns, but majority hand dyed stash, and stuff I want to work with soon. So I have taken one of the boxes that we have and put it down the bottom in a space that was being used for toys that I've cleaned out, and so this space is now free. So I'm thinking put stash in here in the living room. I'm not sure what Chris is going to think of this, but we'll see. At the moment he's dealing with this, so it's got to be better. Stash in here. I reckon I could maybe get 2 layers or like commercial yarn in the back, because I can stack them and then lay the skeins that way. And then this can go somewhere else for use. And up here can go the little wedding box. So that's another little thing I'm going to do now. Ta-da! So here we go. This is the yarn cubby. And it has, my minis are on the top. Commercially dyed, mostly commercially dyed. There is some hand dyed that is caked up in the back there. Minis are on the top. Then these are all my hand dyed. So it's not set by weight. This is a DK. The rest are fingering. I have bought some yarn today. I had a stroke of luck. I had some money come back from Halifax. So my bank, apparently they charged me. I should have been gaining interest on my account for a certain amount of time, like 3 years ago, and I didn't. And they owed me 70 quid, and they paid it back to me today. So I'm giving myself an advance on my wages. I'm going to save that 70 quid, but I thought I'll take a little bit of next month's yarn budget. She'll only get paid next week, so I'll just take it out there then and save it then. But I have gone on to Suffolk Socks website, the lovely Julie, and she has a sale at the moment on her hand dyed yarn, the yarn tart brand. In fact, I've got some yarn tart here that I got from Yarnporium. This one's a yarn tart one, and I think this one is as well. And oh, cat. And I went on her site. And I had said to her before that I was waiting for payday, but I really wanted 2 skeins of her sock yarn, or her fingering weight yarn. And she'd said she'd hold them by for me, but then I got paid and the sale was still going, so she said, I'll just go onto the site. Well, I was on there, I had the 2 single skeins of fingering weight yarn in my cart, and then I sat there and I thought, I've got a lot of single skeins. how about instead of buying 2 single skeins of sock yarn when I have a million pairs of socks to knit already, maybe I could make a garment. So my little friend here, I am going to knit the Tegna, and I bought 3 skeins of her something fried tomato, can't remember. It's red and it's gorgeous, and she's got lots more bits and bobs in her sale, so go over there because they were only £12 a skein, which is incredibly cheap. I mean, I bought Julie's yarn at full price because it is worth that completely. But right now I was sitting there thinking, oh, I really shouldn't be spending money, and then I just got this little bit come in and I was like, wow. So, you know, £12 a skein. I bought 3 skeins to make a Tegna with, and that's, you know, with delivery, less than £40 for that, which is amazing. So I'm really happy and I can't wait to get it in the post. So that's going to go up there, and there is just about probably enough space. Ignore my, this is the blanket cubby, but Ellie pulls blankets out as and when she wants them, so it's a bit messy. But I think there's probably enough space in the top there for those last 3 skeins to come in, and then really I need to be a bit tight with myself. This is not all my stash, so quite a lot of these grey cubbies have whips in. I think next year for me is going to be year of the whip, because I have so many works in progress that I've just dumped and started something else because there's too many amazing projects out there. Anyway, so the big basket is gone, the nice white, clean white box is there. Look at the great big mark on my wall that I've made with my giant basket. That's bad, Chris isn't going to like that. So I'll need to probably paint that again at some point. But this is a little bit tidier, and that's another job done. Yay! I think I'm done. Everything's clear. I just have one load of washing up to do, but to be honest, I think I'm going to put it in the dishwasher when it's finished, because I'm lazy, apart from the wooden chopping boards, which do need doing. So this is like the dining table where you couldn't see the table, and I've put Ellie's high chair over there because it used to live behind the door and the kitchen table was further across, so instead I pulled the table across, because we only ever use 2 chairs at a time really anyway, unless you've got people coming over, in which case we'll pull the table out. So down here I've moved her kitchen, so her kitchen was over here, this is looking back at the kitchen, and it was where the car was, but it was a little bit higher than the worktop here, and it was really annoying that it came over the top, and it was a magnet for clutter. So instead she's just got teddies on the top of it over here. It fits nicely behind the door. We never really want to open this door the whole way anyway, but I can get it still to about there. Oh, what's the matter? On there? We're not going out there, babe, it's cold. So now she's got her own little area, and I put her armchair there because she's got the beanbag in the living room. Anyway, she's not happy. So this car will be going outside in the garage because it is a outside thing, and then this is the stack of cardboard that was in that corner from things that we brought back from the wedding, and just stuff we've had, and I'm keeping a couple of the boxes for, we've got a ton of DVDs we're going to send off to like Music Magpie or wherever, so I'm going to keep a couple for them, but then the rest are going to go to the recycling centre rather than in our blue bin, because that's a pain. And there's cats in the garden, and I'm going to give Ellie some attention because she's wrecked the front room while I've been in here. So everything's tidy. I'm just having a little bit of a knit on some of the Christmas gifts I've got to do, and I really need a 3.5mm circular needle. This was really annoying me that all my needles are always on projects. So I thought, now I've finished my first pair of fingerless mitts, I have this knit. I think that this is a cardigan I've already started working on one sleeve. It is a short sleeved cardigan. The body is finished. It is literally just needing 2 short sleeves. It's a 3.5mm needle. Now, I don't need a 3.5mm needle like desperately tonight. I would like it by tomorrow. I need to make Ellie an ornament for tomorrow, and then I'd like to start making some other ornaments.
And I can buy a 3.5mm needle, and I really need a few more, and I don't really want zings, I think I want symphonies. And I have other 3.5mm needles, but they're on projects too, because my house is full of whips. And something is really making me want to just finish this short-sleeved cardigan. Might just dig out the pattern on my Ravelry. Like literally, I was pretty sure that I had enough yarn to knit this. This is all the yarn I have left. The centre of two very large, giant cakes, that were like 200-gram cakes. I can do that. Maybe not all tonight, but I'm thinking I might go for a fast win and have a short sleeve cardigan for end of the week. Is that weird? I've got a lot of whips. I've got a flax in there, a normal flax that only needs one sleeve. Maybe I'll do that as well before Christmas. Ooh, just thinking about all the needles I'll have free. Yeah, so I think I might do that for a little bit. So Chris is now home from work and he is doing Ellie's bath with her upstairs, and I'm going to chop up some veggies for a stir fry and prep that for our dinner whilst he sorts it out. It's now 7:15. I am going to make Ellie's ornament for tomorrow. I think it's just going to be a pom-pom for tomorrow because that's fine. It's late. I've done so much today. I can't believe how neat and tidy our kitchen diner looks. It was a state. You couldn't see any of this worktop just for clutter and wedding stuff. You couldn't see the table. There was stuff everywhere. It was a complete mess. Down here was the toy kitchen and it was horrendous. So it feels like a different room. I'm really, really chuffed. I'm going to get this done and I'll see you in a bit. Right, this has been a really boring day for you because all you've seen is just my face constantly. Sorry. But I finished up writing up my fingerless mitts pattern and I've decided to call it Show Us Your Scraps with an exclamation mark on the end, like show us your scraps. I've written it up, saved it as a PDF, started a thread in my Ravelry group. So I'm looking for test knitters. So you can find us on the Lonely Knitter podcast group on Ravelry if you're interested. I'm the Lonely Knitter on Instagram, so that's the best place to find me there, and see there's pictures on there as well. So go have a look if you're interested. I'm really kind of hoping that I can get it done before Christmas, but I don't think that's going to happen, because if I got it tested by Christmas, then I could maybe load it up and put it on there for Christmas, but I'd have to work out how Ravelry works first, so you never know, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to have a shower and go to bed because I am knackered, so tired. Such an early start, such a long day, so much done today that I feel so chuffed about how much has been done in my kitchen. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.